and ever. Amen.
Kids to come up and join me, please. And we've got stuff we need for this. All right. We're going to have a seat anywhere you want to. No problem. We're just going to put this up here because we want all the adults to be able to see it too. Because we're going to do a little bit of work together today. Thank you, Louie.
You're welcome.
Awesome. All right. Got all my stuff. I've got some apples. I have a very secret box. I'm not going to tell what's in there until we're ready. And I've got some candy. And I've got about 10 pounds of sugar. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to stand up because I have to do some stuff here. Is that okay? If you guys haven't met me before, oops, I'm losing my cable. I'm Christopher, and it's really nice to meet all of you. Some of you I know, and some of you I don't. So just like Pastor Susan, I want to be a pastor someday. And you know what? I don't have any kids. I've got lots of nieces and nephews. But I told Pastor Susan, hey, you know what? I need some practice on kids. Is it okay if I practice with you? Because you know what? I'm not quite that easy. And you know why I need to be working with kids? Because kids are important. And why is that? Because you're the future. What does that mean? What? Be in charge of the whole world, yeah. So the doctor that you go to today that helps you, someday that's going to be one of you. And the teachers that you have in school, someday that's going to be one of you. All the important people in your life who do all the important things for you today and help you and keep you healthy and safe, one day you're going to have to do that too. And do you know how you get there? Might seem a little bit difficult from where you are right now, but practice, exactly, is one great answer. Thank you for that. What else? I have a specific answer in mind, of course. How about this? Lots of really good decisions in life, right? How many decisions have you made since you woke up this morning, do you think, Isaac?
Like 10 or 20.
10 or 20? I bet it's even more. Like, how did you decide what you were going to wear today? And what did you eat? And were you going to be on time or not for church? And all these different things. But also not just things you do, but the ways that you are. Were you going to be nice to your mom and your tia this morning, Delilah? Of course, that's the best answer ever. You got to be nice on Mother's Day. So there's decisions about what we do and how we are, right? And there are good decisions. And are all your decisions always good ones? Adults, are all your decisions always good ones? Do you make mistakes? Yes. Do you use bad judgment sometimes? Yes. But do you try and do better? Yes. Yes, exactly. So let me tell you what I got here. And this is going to require some discussion and some help. How do we make good decisions in life? Well, first of all, this is your day, or this is your life, right? So, can everything fit in here? No, just a little bit, right? Just a certain amount. So we're going to get there, Patricia. It's coming. Look at this. Diamond! It's a big diamond. What do you suppose this represents? The very most important thing to you in your life. That's so beautiful, Patty. Happy Mother's Day, Jackie. Yes, you have all of you probably have very important women in your life, whether they're your mom or your teachers or your tias or anybody. So think for a second, what is the very most important thing in your life? Okay? You don't have to necessarily tell us. You can if you want, but just put it in your head and think about it. Okay? Got an idea? What's important to you? Well, maybe you know what? You might not know today, but you might spend some time figuring it out this week. So think about it. So let's say this is maybe your family, or this is doing well in school, or it's being a good person.
My family's way bigger than that.
So don't we want to put this in your day first, in your life first?
Yes.
Yeah, so let's be very careful because we don't want to break anything. But we'll put that in there first. And then what do I have here? So that's whatever that is, right, for you. Could you please pass this around, Patricia, to all the kids, and you get to pick whichever one you want. What are those? They're smaller diamonds, right? So pick one out, and while you're picking one out, I want you to think about this being a way that you want to be, a way that you want to behave in your life. What is the most important thing about you to be every day? Do you want to be kind to people? Do you want to be generous?
It depends on the color.
You can decide for yourself.
This is that one.
Okay, so you chose kindness. That's great. Maybe you want to be creative. Maybe you want to be fun. Maybe you want to be a good friend. There's so many different possibilities. And when you've decided, do me a favor. Come up and put it in your life. You know what? I'll give it back to you later. How about we make that deal? All right. So come up and put it in your day as soon as you're ready. Thanks for being careful. I appreciate that. Thank you, Isaac. Thank you, Patty. You know what? I am going to let you keep them. We'll give them back later. Do you want to put one in? Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. So these are beautiful decisions. Sometimes we have to make healthy decisions. Who had broccoli for breakfast?
No.
No. We usually don't do that. So let me ask you this: when you don't feel good, when your tummy hurts, do you eat a bunch of candy?
No.
Bad decision. That's one great decision. So why don't you each come up and put an apple in there? So we're going to make healthy decisions for our bodies too. Awesome.
We need to put it centrally. I don't want
Isaac, there you go.
the
Delilah, you can if you want to. Would you like to take an apple? Okay, that's fine. Jackson. There you go. And you can put it in if you want to, or you keep it. All right, so we're done with the apples. Now, every once in a while,
Candy.
good job. Every once in a while, we do things in our lives that are fun, right? They're not necessarily always super good for us. Like, do we stay up playing video games to midnight on a school night and talking to our friend? That sure is fun, but it's probably not a great idea. But we can have a little fun on Friday night when we don't have to get up early on Saturday, right? And if we're feeling good with our tummies, then sometimes we can have a piece of candy if mom and dad say that's okay, right? So go ahead and grab a few pieces and stick it in there. And we're almost done. All right, and guess what? You can have one of these back later too if you want them. Now your day in your life is getting pretty full here, isn't it? Ooh, sugar. Is sugar yummy? Is it good for you, Delilah? So what would happen if we took these 2 packages of sugar and we put them in our life first, before all the other stuff? Would the good decisions and the healthy decisions and everything fit in there if we filled it up with sugar first?
No. We need to think about the point of things first.
Yeah.
We need to think about the measurement.
So sometimes maybe we can put a little bit of sugar in, right? Afterwards, but only after all the important stuff is in there first, right? So life is really about deciding, what do you put in your jar? Do you put in the good stuff, the good ways of being, the decisions that are kind and right? Is it easy to make those decisions? So sometimes what could you do to make the right decision? Think ahead. What else? Any ideas over here? Don't want to forget you.
Maybe think about the right choice.
Think about the right choice. Exactly. Can you get help with any of that?
Yes,
Parents are a great idea. Teachers are a great idea. People at church are a great idea. There's all sorts of people who can help you, but ultimately, who has to decide? It's you, right? Because that's how you're going to get to running the world someday, is by making all the right decisions. All right, should we quiet down for a second and say a quick prayer before we go to Sunday school? Because Rebecca has some really fun stuff planned today. All right. Creator God, who makes all children wonderful and full of possibility, help us, all of us, adults and kids, to make the right decisions every day so that we can become the most amazing, wonderful, fantastic versions of ourselves that you created us to be. And give us all the help we need to make those right decisions from our own hearts and from the people around us when we need it too. Amen. All right, let's go to Sunday school.
Thank you, Christopher. And let's hear it for the kids of First Church. You make our day every Sunday. Let's stand and worship and as we get ready to hear from Gordon this morning and his wonderful message to us.